Hello there, welcome to my channel FPL Ninja. This second video I shall be looking at my squad going into game week 5. In my last video I took you through my game week 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I showed you some of the changes that I made as the weeks went by. For game week 5, as I said earlier, I will be activating my wild card to make some changes to align with the form of the players we have. Players like Aguero and the likes of them, they have to be in your squad. It is hard to look beyond these kinds of players. Now, straight to what my squad will be looking like for game week 5. Now, this is looking like a final draft. I've been working on this all day, and I hope I've struck the right balance I'm looking for. A lot can still change between now and the deadline, but this is looking like the final draft. In goal, I've stuck with Henderson. He remains in my squad. He has been in my squad from game week 1. Lundstram I purchased in sometime in game week 2 or 3. He remains in my squad. He gives a lot of value considering he is played in midfield, but FPL recognizes him as a defender, so you might get the occasional assist from him. So Yunko is a new addition to my squad, a very good defender for Leicester City. I see him doing well over the course of the season. Digne is also a new buy for my squad. It's very, very difficult to look beyond Digne. He's a good option considering he offers more going forward as a wing back. You can't get the assist from him. I think he's also on set pieces. Yeah. So in the event that Everton does not come away with a clean sheet, you still have hope of him assisting a goal or two. Pepe is also a new addition to my squad. He hasn't had the goals. He had an assist last game week, but the stats are really doing well in his favor. He has the highest shots, I think, in the box over any other player in the league. So it's just a matter of time for him. I think things will be looking good for him, considering he has been played against Liverpool and Tottenham, which are not easy fixtures. Going into the fixture against Watford, I see him doing well. Sterling is a player that you should have in your squad throughout the season. Despite him blanking last week, I think he's still a no-brainer for your squad. He had, I think, 22 goals and 15 assists last season. You cannot look behind a player like Sterling. Same thing goes for Salah. I think enough said about him. You already know what it is. Mount is a new addition to my squad. I have him here because having spent so much on Sterling, Salah and Aguero, I needed to get a budget midfielder, and I think Mount gives a lot of value for his 6.4 million price tag. Aguero is a player that has to be in your squad if you can squeeze him there. If you cannot do that, you can still look to hope for players like Sterling to back the points for you. But if you can bring Aguero into your squad, he is also another no-brainer. He is guaranteed playing time since Jesus is out injured. Pukki is a player that I think is going to be the value striker this season. I had a break in the video recording there. So as I was saying about Pukki is a player that should be in your squad. I think is going to be a value striker throughout the course of the season. Regardless of how well they do at the back, regardless of how many goals they concede, I think Norwich are going to score a lot of goals this season, and most of them will be through Pukki in the form of goals or assists. Martinelli is just I'd say I'll call him a filler in my squad. He costs just 4.5 million. I had no more funds after my expensive buy, so I had to find a very cheap player that I feel like has the chance of playing. If he doesn't play, Cantwell comes in. Cantwell is the first player on my bench. So in the event that Martinelli doesn't feature against Watford at all, Cantwell is sure to play for the game Norwich versus Man City. So Cantwell will come on as a sub for him. So this is what my squad is looking like for game week 5. Let me know your thoughts on this squad. Let me know what you feel is a wrong move and what you feel is the right move. Let me know your predictions for this squad. How many points do you think I'm going to come away with after game week 5? Be sure to like and subscribe to my new channel. I'm looking forward to the first few subscribers I have to encourage me to, I guess, shoot better videos. Yeah, thank you.